talk about Mason Greenwood because Atletico Madrid are being linked with a move for him. Now, we know that Mason Greenwood is a Manchester United player. He is on loan this season at Getafe, right? And we all know why he's there, okay? We don't really got to address the elephant in the room because we all know. I'm not here to talk about what's happened with him and his girlfriend. I don't actually care. They have a baby together. They moved on. I think they're getting married. So if she could forgive him, why shouldn't we, right? Like, I can actually care less. Now, he's a very good player. People might not like to hear me say that, but we got to be honest. Regardless of your feelings on the pitch, Mason Greenwood is a very talented footballer. And it's no surprise that a big club like Atletico Madrid are linked to him. We also, a few weeks ago, saw him being linked to Barcelona and Real Madrid. And I believe it. I think all these big clubs will go in for him because he's that talented. At one point in time, he was considered the future of Manchester United. And I believe they can use him right now. And I think they wanted to bring him back this season. But the public and the online backlash was so much that they folded and they sent him on loan. And he's at Getafe playing really well. I don't think anybody is laughing at his performances. He's been one of their best players. And mind you, this is a guy that didn't play in a year and a half. And he's in Spain cooking. So yeah, I don't think it's any surprise that you see big clubs in for him. Now, I don't think any English teams will go in for him because, again, the media and all that nonsense over there will make it basically a deal that's going to be scrutinized very heavily. But I definitely think he will be at a big club overseas next season, whether that be in Spain, Italy, Germany, because I can see Real Madrid signing him. I can see Barcelona going in for him, Bayern Munich, PSG, Juventus, maybe Napoli if they sell Victor Osimhen. There will be teams that will come in for him, especially if Man United are not overcharging. But as I said, they can use him. Mason Greenwood would be United's best attacker. He's better than anybody that they have in that across that front three right now. He's better than Marcus Rashford. He's better than Hojan. He's better than Antony. He's better than Amad Diallo. He should be starting for them right now. You know, obviously, we know that people don't really care about the truth. But if we're going to just speak on the facts, right? I'm not here defending him. I'm only talking about him as a football player. But he's not facing any charges. He's not going to jail. He is a free man. So I think that's all that these clubs care about. Obviously, I think if he was a player that sucked and did not have any potential, I believe his career would be over. But you know what they say? Talent buys you time. And Mason Greenwood has a lot of talent. And I think Man United would be making a huge mistake to let this guy go. Because when you see teams like Atletico, Real Madrid, Barcelona come looking at your player, wanting to see if they could sign him, that lets you know that you have a baller on your hands. And I don't think he's going to cost that much either. But to me, as I said, Man United, they want to keep him. I don't necessarily know if he goes. But I think whether they sell him or not, more than likely they do, he will be at a big club. Trust me. And he will be much more successful next season with his new team than whatever the hell Man United have going on. And if I'm him, why would I even want to go back there? Look at how they just betrayed you so fast. The fans there don't want you, right? I mean, well, no, there are some. But I think most people online are just trying to virtue signal and just say the things to get the most likes and most retweets. So if I'm Greenwood, I'm looking at Man United right now like they're in shambles. They're probably not gonna be in Europe next season. Got knocked out the Champions League, could not get past the group stage, playing terrible football. Why would I go back there if I can go to a Real Madrid, Barcelona, or Atletico, or maybe one of the other big teams in another league? It makes no sense. But yeah, as I said, I think United want to keep him. They sent him on loan. That doesn't really make any sense. Because if you really did just want to get rid of him, and if you just want to, sell him to make an example, then why would you loan him? Loaning a player means that they're coming back. That's like me giving you a pencil and saying, I don't want the pencil. But then at the end of the school day, I'm coming back like, yeah, let me get the pencil back. Yeah, like at the end of the day, it's still my pencil. Makes no sense. Do you want the pencil or not? The same thing here with Greenwood. If you don't want him at the club, they should have sold him to Getafe last summer. But no, they put him out on loan to see how he will do. And then this summer, when he comes back to the club, they're going to reevaluate what they want to do. Should they sell him? Should he stay? And I think the public backlash will be too much for them. And they're going to just give in to peer pressure. And they will sell him to one of these big clubs. And he'll go on. He'll win a bunch of trophies. And he'll be successful. And Man United fans are going to just keep crying about it while he's still with his girlfriend. And they keep building their family and get married. Like, let's just be honest here. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But Mason Greenwood, very good player. I would take him at Real Madrid. He could play across that front three, right? He predominantly comes off the right, but he can play down the middle, and he also could play on the left. He's a baller. He could shoot from both feet. And, yeah, I think he'd make a good squad player. But maybe he wants to go somewhere and start week in, week out. I don't think that'll happen at Real Madrid, but it would definitely boost our squad. In England, I think there's a few clubs that could use him. I think like an Arsenal would be smart to go in for him, but they won't. Other clubs as well. I think Chelsea. Shit, Nicholas Jackson is the number 9. You put Mason Greenwood up front for Chelsea. He bags at least 18 goals if he plays a whole season. But who knows? We will see. Atletico Madrid, they have a good history with strikers, right? Alvaro Morata is doing good for them right now. Antoine Griezmann is still there cooking. Aguero came from there. They usually have a good eye for striking talent. So I think if he goes there, why wouldn't he ball out? I don't really like how Diego Simeone plays ball, but I got to respect it. I mean, he's going up against Real Madrid and Barcelona every season, and he's finding a way to be competitive. Like, I hate Atletico Madrid. They're the only team that's giving us problems this season. They beat us. They're so annoying. And that kind of goes down to how Diego Simeone has transformed that club into one of the big teams in Europe. And now, when you speak about La Liga, before, it used to be a 2-horse race. Now it's a 3-horse race. So, yeah, I think it'll be a good signing. We'll see what they want to do. Manchester United, I'm speaking about, whether they bring him back or not. I definitely think that they will try to integrate him back into the team next season because he's just that good. And they know that if they sell him, it would be a mistake and they'd regret it. So, who knows? But let me know. What do you think United should do with Mason Greenwood?